Are we really doing this again? Okay, we're doing this again. Harvard scientist claims aliens. Let's discuss. Over the past month, scientists have found evidence for the third ever interstellar object in our solar system. This is just something that doesn't come from our solar system and thus has an interstellar source. Most people think this thing is a comet, a big blob of rock and ice. But a team of scientists, including one who has done this sort of thing before, posted this paper on an open access preprint server called "Is the Interstellar Object 3I Atlas Alien Technology?" They suggest that there are 9 semi-suspicious things about this object that could point to it being alien technology, ranging from the angle it's coming in relative to our solar system to how fast it's going. Now, they do admit at the very end that the most likely outcome is that this is just a comet, that it's not technology. And that this whole paper is kind of just a pedagogical exercise to see what sort of questions we could ask and things we could be looking for to determine if something is alien technology. And all of that I'm actually pretty okay with. I think it's important to be open-minded and ask questions and probe different angles in science. But there are some issues with it. And the biggest one is just how they've gone about interfacing with the media and the public. One of the authors wrote this Medium article, which is in a lot of ways very similar to the paper, but it does some interesting reordering. You see, the last few paragraphs are all focused around the idea that if this is alien, it could have bad intentions. And so a much bigger takeaway from this article compared to the paper is that we need to care more about alien threats. And so it shouldn't be surprising that that's the angle all these articles are taking, focusing on this being a potentially hostile threat to humanity. The alien angle plays well with the media, and people know that. And so intentions aren't exactly trustworthy here. We're not trying to just ask a fun question of how could we tell if something is alien technology. We're trying to get people talking about this object being alien technology. And we're distracting from the actual science that's being done to study and understand this object. There's nothing inherently wrong with asking this question, but we do need to be a lot more careful on how we then present that to the public. Because I guarantee you, this sort of thing is what most people are going to remember about this interstellar object. And that's bad for science literacy, for building trust in science, for getting people to care about science going forward. So the important thing to remember here is that this object is almost certainly just a comet.